Hey guys, welcome back. And today onwards, we try to get into some advanced functionalities of Excel. Among the advanced functionalities, we have data filters. Now, what is filtering? When I'm talking about data filters, you are actually filtering the data in MX Excel, which will display only the rows that meet certain criterias, or uh, you only see those data which you select or you want to see. The other rows gets hidden. Okay, so the rows are not deleted, but those are hidden based on the conditions that you set. Okay, using the data, suppose if you are saying data where you want to see only the items which are pencil, you can filter it to do that. Yeah. Now there are multiple ways in which you can filter the data. Okay, I'll show you that first. Then we'll go into individual options that are available for filtering. I'll show you the options that are available. Yeah. I have this data here. There, as I told you, there are multiple ways in which you can filter out the data. So you can go to the home tab here on the ribbon. Within the home tab, you have the editing group. Within editing group, you have sort and filter. From the sort and filter, if you click on the arrow which is just next to sort and filter, it will give you an option to filter. We'll check the sorting options at a later session in our next video. But what we need to look at is the filter option. So as soon as I click on filter, you'll find there are arrows that has come next to the heading of each column. Yeah, from where I can filter out the data that I require. Okay, so this is how you apply filter from home tab. Okay, the next option is from the data tab. So I go to data tab on the ribbon, and you have this sort and filter. So we have this sort and filter group within which we have this entire filtering options. So either you can filter, you have advanced filter. I'll show you that as well. You can clear or reapply filters. Okay. Right now, I'll just apply filter. All right, the filters are already applied. I need to remove them. So I again click on filter. So the filters are removed. Again, apply the filter. I click on filter and the filters would be applied. Okay. So if I click on the filter once again, it will remove the filter. Okay. So applying, removing the filters. Okay. So this is the second method in which you can apply the filter. The third method, as I told you earlier, is through the keyboard. Now, keyboard again has multiple options. Okay. So when I'm talking about keyboard, either you can access the ribbon through the keyboard. So I'll open the keyboard. I'll go back to my Excel sheet. So the options that I showed you right now, can be accessed. So from the home tab, if I have to go to the home tab, I'll click on home. So Alt H to go to the home tab. And then you have to go to the sort and filter, which is S, denoted by S. So I click on S. So it opens the sort and filter, and then you can click on a filter to get into the filter option. Second, you click on Control A. So I click on Control A. So sorry, Alt A to go to the data tab, and within data tab you have this T for filter. So I click on T. So the filters are applied here. Okay, so this was the shortcut to apply a filter. And if you want to directly have a keyboard shortcut, so I'll just remove this filter as of now. There is no filter on this heading as of now. So in order to apply the filter, there is a keyboard shortcut apart from the ribbon that you have. So that is Control Shift L. You can see the filter has been applied. Now you need to remember that filter will be applied only to the cells that you select. So suppose I want to select only till E. and I say Control Shift L. Yeah, it has applied only to the columns which I have selected the filter to be applied to. If you do not select any column, then it will apply to all the columns which are available. Okay, again, if I click on Control Shift L, it will remove the filter. So the keyboard shortcut to get to a filter is either through the ribbons, which I showed you using Alt A, Alt F, or Alt AF. Yeah. And so from Alt H in the home tab, you have to access this sort. So Alt H S. Okay. And you in order to get the direct keyboard shortcut, it is Control Shift L. So you have the filters applied. If you want to remove the filter, again, Control Shift L, you have to press it once again. So remove the filter. Okay. So this is how you apply or remove the filters to your data. Okay. Pretty clear. Now, till now, we are clear how we can apply your filters through your mouse, through your ribbon, and through your keyboard. Now, let's keep the keyboard aside as of now. And we'll try to get the filters and check what all options are available in the filter. So I go to sort, I'll say filter. Yeah. Now, each option has a different, each data type has a different kind of filter. So if I go to a date filter, this is a date column, order date. So if I click on this arrow, you will find you have this date filter where you can see equals to, before, after, between, yeah, tomorrow, today, next week, this week. So I can select as per the date that I want to. Or I want to have year to date, all dates in the period, January, February, March. Or I can say only the quarter one. Yeah, see, only the quarter one are selected according to the English calendar. So Indian calendar, the quarter one starts from April, but for English calendar, it starts from Jan, Feb, March. So it has taken the quarter one. If I want only the month, probably is March or February. So I click on February, all the dates which are related to February would be selected. Okay. So this is date filter. If I want to remove it, I'll just select all here and I'll say okay. Yeah. So all the dates are selected. So this date filter is specific to date column. So if if your column has dates in it, it will show you the date filter. If your column has text in it, it will show you the text filter. Yeah, which gives equals, does not equal to, begins, ends with. There are various options available. I'll show you one or two, and others you can select. Or others you can use or apply or practice on your own. And if I select any numerical column, it will show you the number filter. So date has date filters, text has text filters, and numbers have number filters. Okay. Now, before getting into those individual filters, let me show you any column you go to. It will also show you this option, which is search. Okay. And it will give you an individual option to select as well. So suppose from this individual option that is available, so from this individual option that is available, if I want to only select the region, so if I go to region, I want to see only the central location. So I can unselect all, click on select all to remove all the checkboxes. I want to see only the central region data. So I'll say okay. So all the data which is related to central region is automatically filtered out. Yeah, I can have multiple selections. So I can have central as well as west or east. Yeah, I'll see all the east and central the region data available for me into the filters. Yeah. So you can select multi-select, or you can have only one of the options available. Suppose I only have east. So it will show me only the east. Yeah. So this type of option is available on all filters, whether it be date, whether it be month, whether it be new numbers or yeah, numbers or text. So over here, I can only select April. Okay. So I have multiple filters. So I have what data is showing right now is I have selected from each region what was my records that are available for April month. Yeah. So this is how you have multiple selections in place. I'll select all to have the entire data selected again. Okay. So this is how you apply. So same way we have for numbers as well. I can also search for something. So if I want to search, I go to rep or I go to items. And if I select pen, search for pen, it will show me, see, anything that contains pen. So pen or pencil. Yeah. And if I say, okay, it will only show me those two options, pen and pencil in the data. Yeah. I can select all again to remove all the field. Okay. So you can use the search bar or you can individually select the items that you want to see the data for from the data filters. Okay, pretty simple. So this is how you can filter out your data as in how you require and you want to see it on your screen. Now you can have multiple filters. Suppose I want to see any data for Eastern region, which was for the month of April, and so, okay, there is only units which are available. I need to have multiple things. So let me select something else which has some multiple options. So let me select West. Let me see West has some data in it or not. Okay. So I have this West data. I want to select for the month of, I don't want to select for the month of April, but I want to select something which has the units as 56. Okay, I can do that. Okay, so you can apply multiple filters till you get to that data which you want to see. Okay, so now guys, let's understand the other features that are available as I have told you earlier about the date filters, text filters, and number filters. We have seen how we can have individual filters. Now let's get into the date filter and try to understand some of them which are available. Yeah. So suppose I want to check any records which were from yesterday. So I check. So there's no record from yesterday. Let me check for some other last week. Okay, you can see there are today the date is 3rd March. So last week it was around 26 Feb was around last week. So it is showing me 26 all the records which are from the last week. Yeah. Same way I can have from last month. Yeah. So all the records from February, it has been shown here. I can have from next month. So if I have records from April month, I can have it see it this way. I can have this quarter, so entire Jan, Feb, March quarter. So the current quarter that is going on. So Jan, Feb, March month. I can see for next year, last year, or can have records by month. So I can have it for April, for the all the entire month of April, I can have the records. Or I can have custom filter, where I can have custom dates, which is equal to, does not equal to, or between a particular date range. So I can use custom filters to get to my specific values. Yeah, I can have an and or conjunction, whatever it I want to have. So I can have a custom filter as well for my dates. Apart from these are pre-designated or these are pre uh, functional filters available for date. These are specific to dates. You will not find it for text or numbers. So if I go to text, let me move to text now. We have seen a lot of options that were available in date filter. Let's see for text filter. For text filter, we'll not have all those functions of filters. We have only this. So I have begins with. So if I want to search for any name which begins with S, so I'll say okay. So there's no name that begins with S. So let me find out any other H. Okay. So I have no names that begin with H. Okay, I'm searching it in region. So that's why I'm not able to find any. So let me find it in rep, the sales representatives. Let me search for text filters, anything that begins with H. So I have Howard, which the name is beginning with H. I can have anything that contains ON. Okay. So any word that contains ON is being listed right now. So text filter has this kind of thing where equals to, not equals to, begins with, ends with. I can have any word which is ending with S. So you have so many words which are ending with H, S. Yeah. So same way, contains, does not contain. You can have custom filter. It again open the same filter. Custom filter is the same for all any kind of data type. Yeah. Wherein you can select any of this and you can have multiple condition and or condition built into it. Yeah. Same way for numbers, you have this equals to or greater than. I suppose I want to find all the numbers which are greater than or equals to any quantity 50. And I say, okay. So you can see all the numbers which are greater than or all the units sold which were greater than 50 are been filtered out. Yeah. Same way, if I want to have anything or top 10 or top 10 or top 12 or just five rows having the top unit sold. So I can have those 5 rows. So 100, 95, 95. So 95 is having multiple times, so hence it is showing us 6 records as well. Yeah. So it is showing me top. I can see above average or below average. So suppose my average for units is, let me get the average. So if I say is equal to average of this entire units column, it is coming to be okay. Since I formatted it in the form of a date, let me make it number. So it is 59.27 is the average. Now, if I want to filter this particular less than average, so below average, I want to see everything that is below average, that is 59.27. You can see all the records which are below 59.27 are been filtered. So this is showing me below average. I do not need to have this number. Even if I do not put this number, it will still calculate the average at the backend and show you the records which are available. So these are specific filters to numbers. Yeah. But if you go to custom, these are available in customs as well, greater than, equals to. But there are specific filters which are available for numbers only, like top 10, above average, below average. Yeah. So these are specific to numbers, which can be used in a a column which has a data type which is numericals. Okay. So we have seen what are date filters, what are number filters, what are text filters. Now there another beauty that I would like to show you all people is you can filter columns based on colors as well. So suppose I have colored some of the records over here, you can see, yeah, and I want to filter them. Suppose I want to filter out any record which are colored as green. So I go to the filter once again, and you get an option here, filter by. Now there are two options readily available. First is the cell color, that is the background color, and this is the font color. So suppose I want to filter all the cells which are with green. So I say green, and all the cells which have been marked as green are filtered out. Yeah. Suppose I want to filter out all the cells which are whose font color is red. Yeah, I can do that. I can have both. So I can have, suppose I have this Jones, which is in yellow color, but I want to filter out those zones whose text color is probably red. Okay. So I can do both. So I can have color yellow, and I can have the text filter to be red. Yeah. So you can have this. Okay. So you need to be clear on what are you trying to filter, and accordingly you can filter that particular data. So there are various ways of filtering, yeah, which you can use. There's another method which I missed in my initial start of this video is you can right click on any of the data which is available in this particular column if you want to add filter, and you have this option to filter the row based on various selections, whether you want to filter it based on cell value, cell color, font color, whatever you want to do it. Yeah. Okay. So you have the filter option here as well. That's what I wanted to show you all people. So we saw the first option was through ribbon. Second was through the keyboard using the shortcut keys. Third, by using a mouse click, by right clicking on any of the data to open the filter option that is available in the menu that is available in once you right click on any of the data over here. Okay. So this is how you filter your data to get the relevant data available to check or to do a cross-checking on the data on their validity, or if there is any missing data which you want to check and rectify. Yeah. So, or you want to just have a look at the data on the kind of quality data that you have. I usually use it to mark some of the wrong or incorrect data, or I just wanted to have a look randomly towards the data and try to find out what it contains. These are my beginner level of check before I get into analytics on that particular data. Okay. So this is how you filter the data. Hope you understood how the various ways in which we can filter the data, which options are available for filtering the data. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Um, Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how we are going to get all this video directly to your inbox. Thank you so much.